Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Traci Reed Designs, and this month a few of us on the design team are scraplifting our fierce leader, Traci, and so at the beginning of my layout, or of the video, you saw the scraplift that I chose from Traci's Instagram. If you are not subscribed to her Instagram, go and sign up. She has so much inspiration there. And as always, her layout is beautiful, and I loved the design of it. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I wanted to recreate it and use my new tag die that I had purchased, and so that's why I ended up using this particular Scraplift, because as soon as I saw it, I was inspired, and I knew that that would be like the main takeaway that I would take from her layout. And for my layout today, what you see me, I'm building my background here as we speak, and I am using the Trailblazer collection, which is a new one that was released this year. And it definitely has a Western theme. However, I'm not doing anything Western related. And so that's the collection. So I took several pattern papers, as you see there, and I cut them with my tag die. And then I have that star tone-on-tone pattern paper that I ripped. That's going to go across the bottom. I know in the original layout, Traci had a torn edge on her paper, so I wanted to make sure I mimic that. I'm not using a pattern paper background like she had, so I'm using a white cardstock. The other thing that I'm doing for my background, because I didn't want to just have a white background, I had originally, when I was playing with this collection the first time, I had taken some printable washi, and I had printed on the washi some of the mixed media elements from the digital kit for this collection, and so I took those and created them as stickers, and then that is what I placed on my background. So that gave me instant mixed media without me having to do anything, which was really great. So I did put that down. Off camera, I did add a few ink splatters with spiced marmalade in Distress Spritz. So you'll see them in the close-ups a little bit better, but I did add that just again to add a little bit of something. And off camera, I did, at the beginning of the video, I showed you the 3 photos and that I was going to back each one of those 3 photos on a different pattern paper from the collection as well. So I did do that off camera, and then I went ahead and glued all of my main pieces to my background. So everything is adhered down, and now I'm just playing with the embellishment clusters. So I have pulled a whole bunch of elements from the Trailblazer collection. I know the florals and the stars, and I believe even the frame and the tickets and the other little ephemera pieces, those are all from the digital collection. I believe A Beautiful Day, which is on that tag at the top, that was from the sticker set or the ephemera pack, and the butterflies as well were from the digital kit, if I remember correctly. So I have a good mixture, definitely, of the sort of ephemera or sticker sheets and the digital kit. So as you can see, you can definitely print those digital images, and I'm able to cut them with my silhouette, or you can fussy cut them. So you can definitely use everything that's in the digital kit. You can actually cut it out and use them on your layouts if you're a hybrid scrapbooker like myself. So one of the other things that I loved about Traci's layout were obviously the tags at the top, but I loved the twine that she kind of had looped and pulled through each of the tags on her layout, and so I knew that was something I definitely wanted to recreate, and so that's what you see me doing here. I have a piece of blue and white twine that matches the collection really well. It's got the same blue that's in the collection, and so I'm just going through each of my tags. Now I don't have as many tags on my layout as Traci had on hers, because my tags were so much larger in size. 3 made more, I like to have an odd number. So rather than trying to fit 5, I knew that that would take up, there wouldn't be enough space for that. I decided to opt for 3. And so I am taking those 3 and just looping the thread or the twine through those 3 tags, and I'm fussing with it a lot, and I do, mostly it stays pretty much how you see it in the final. I think I move a few of the loops ever so slightly, but I really just loved the movement of that twine, especially on Traci's layout, and I knew that that was definitely what drew me originally to grabbing this layout to Scraplift. So I really do love that aspect. It's one of my favorite things about this page, is that fun sort of loopy, whimsical feel with that twine. So once I have that in place, I do have everything right now just sort of laid out off camera. I'm going to go ahead and glue all of this down, but I'm going to build my second embellishment cluster here down at the bottom. I'm definitely going for a more diagonal embellishing sort of layout, sort of design. I lost my words for a second there. The twine, yes, it goes across the page, but the embellishments are really just going to be on that diagonal from top left to bottom right. And so I'm building the second cluster, which is really just using all of the same elements as what's in the original top cluster. They're just laid out slightly different. Now on the journaling card, I did do some stamping. It just says great moment or something like that. I forget what it said. Great memory. Sorry, you'll probably see it in the close-ups. I had a stamp and I just grabbed it and stamped it, repeated the stamp down that journaling card. And so that's going to make up my other embellishment clusters so that you see it a little bit closer. Everything is now glued down. And at this point, you could definitely call the layout done. I did add some butterfly trails, which is a black pen off camera. I was thinking about using sequins, but then I decided against it. I just wanted to have a little bit of a trail, just a little bit of a subtle trail, and so I added just a little bit of the black pen. But to finish it off, I did pull out a few sequins, and so this is an old Spiegel Mom Scraps sequin set, and so I'm just pulling out some of the little orange florals and then some of the pink and blue sequins from this that matched really well with this collection. So I'm just doing a couple of groups of 3 in my embellishment clusters. Really simple, but it just kind of gives that little finishing touch, a little bit of a different texture, and a little bit more interest and sparkle to the page. So once I finish putting these sequins down, that is definitely going to do it for this page. Don't forget to go and check out the blog where you'll see what everyone else from the design team, what they chose to Scraplift from Traci. It's also Traci's birthday this month, so be sure to give her a big happy birthday. And still photos will be coming up in just a moment. All the links will be down below in the description box. So yeah, that's going to do it for this page. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.